do you rest?
The state rest, Your Honor.
That's all,
Awesome.
folks.
I'd like a little nappy nap now too. We'll rest. Mr. Freeze, would you like to call your first witness?
Let's do
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to call Gudda.
The cheese? I don't have no cheese.
Yes, I love Gouda cheese. I tell you, I love a lot of cheeses, quite frankly.
Do you have
so
a
many
full
cheeses.
name,
The
Gouda?
cheeses can be from all over the
Yes,
place.
Gouda.
I love so much cheese. Mac and cheese,
Gouda go.
cheesy cheese, cheese
Gouda
tacos,
go?
cheese
Gouda
burgers.
go. I like that, homie. All right, you gotta make a phone. You need to make a phone.
I got one.
Good looking out, homie. Raise both your arms for me. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, not much truth. So help me God, America.
Word.
Word? I just gave you a bunch of words.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Oh, all right, homie. You may proceed, Mr. Freeze.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, Mr. Gouda, go ahead and state your full name for the record.
Good to go.
And how do you know Mr. Spincy?
I met him through a mutual friend, Victor Walker, and Dom Taquito, and one of our other little homies we call D.
So, on the day in question that this incident took place, you were with Mr. Spincy, is that correct?
Yes, sir. We both came to support our boy Vic in his court hearing.
Very good, very good. And at some point you left the courtroom together with Mr. Spincy?
Yes, numerous times. There was a bunch of recesses. We go outside.
Okay.
Officers and Mr. Bailiff, there's someone knocking at the door. Make sure he has no weapons. I want no pew pew pew.
Who's there? Nobody's home. We don't want any Girl Scout cookies. Actually, I do.
I
Do you
thought you
have
had a
any
knock knock
tag
joke. You got a knock knock joke, Mr.
I
President?
wish I could,
More,
bro.
knock knock jokes.
No, but do you know why chickens are so funny, Your Honor?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Tell me why.
Because.
Oh, look, I want to whip his stab him because I like it. Oh, Miss Freeze, get deep. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, thank you, Your Honor. I'm always good for a good dad joke, so. So on the incident in question, at some point you were being followed or chased by another vehicle, is that correct?
Yes, I believe so. So after myself and Victor, we walked out of here. I was under the impression that he was free to go. I thought the court case was over. So
Good to go.
Yeah, we thought he was good to go. So we walked out, and then Smithy was in a Jeep waiting for us. So we got in and started driving off. We was jamming out, celebrating Vic's victory.
Oh, yeah. You said you were jamming out. You had music on?
Yeah, we was blasting, that song, Making My Way Downtown, Walking Fast. That one.
Oh, yes, I love that song, quite frankly.
Well,
one of my
good song,
favorites.
good song. You know any more words to it?
I sing it at karaoke after
Yeah,
this.
can you sing a little bit of that song for us?
Yeah, I just did. That was part of it.
All right. I like it.
You should go on American Idol with The Voice or something. I'll tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you. But we had it turned up to like volume 100, and so we was just dancing in the car, partying. My boy just got free.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty loud in the car then, huh?
Absolutely.
I got you. And so, at what point did you guys realize you were being followed?
So like whenever I realized that we was down by kind of like the Alta apartments, and this black car just like T-boned us, and then like we was getting shot at, like our car was riddled with bullet holes, and I look back and I see these like flashing lights.
Oh my goodness, that sounds scary. This is a very dangerous city, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I thought the book clubs had transformed into. You're a liar. And so like that's when I really realized how bad the situation had got.
So at that time, what was going through your head? Did you think you were under attack?
Yeah, so like all our tires was blown out. Our car was all shot up. I look back and see all these dudes in just black. They was wearing helmets and black pants and black shirts, and they had big guns. And so I had a pistol, and I pulled it out because I skirt, and then I took off running, and then like bullets were shooting by my feet. And so I got skirt and hid behind a bunch of boxes, and I looked back, and my boy Smithy, he was just laying there. It looked like he had like hundreds of bottles of Heinz 57 just broke open around his body.
Oh no. I love ketchup with French fries.
It was sad, disgusting, all the feelings.
They're there.
William, thank you for the 150 biddies. Hacker, thank you for the 100 biddies. Baby, I appreciate you.
At some point, you were shot as well, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yep. And we're put on your side also?
Yeah, so after I realized that these just random people had just shot my friend, I started shooting back. Like I had a little AR with me, so I pulled it out and started shooting back at the gangbangers in dressed in all black. And then there was another one. He was wearing like a light blue shirt. It almost looked like Mr. Thomas Pooper's shirt. So I just started shooting them back, and then I got shot, and then a dog bit me.
Objection, speculation.
It's the facts.
Allegedly. Fake news, I tell you. I think it probably is. Objection's overruled, Mr. President. Ms. Freeze, continue.
So at some point, you must have realized that the people chasing you were not gangbangers. They were actually police. Is that correct?
Yeah, the first one that I realized was a real cop was the dog. He had a vest that said sheriff on him, but I didn't see that till he was biting me. And then the second time I realized that they were police officers was whenever Smitty was just sitting there bleeding out, and they were standing over him talking smack.
Oh, what were they saying to him?
They was calling him stupid and ugly and just tramping around in his blood.
In that damper pink suit, they were calling him ugly?
Well, he wasn't wearing that. He dressed up today.
Okay. So, at some point, I assume you were taken to medical after that?
I believe that the EMS came to me because I didn't go down. Like I don't remember at what point I got help, but I remember like on the ride to the police station that I thought they turned on the air conditioner to freeze us out. And then I look over, and my buddy Smitsy's just laying on my lap, and he cold. He was cold, purple. He looked like his suit top.
Oh, so they put you in the same car?
Yeah.
And did they take you to the hospital at that time?
No, they took us to the police station.
But you'd already got treated on scene, is that correct?
I believe so. Oh, I don't recall. Especially this point, it starts getting cloudy.
But you were conscious in the police car on the way to the jail, and what was Smithy's state? Was he
Kissing face.
on his side, on his back?
Kissing face.
I don't remember at what point in his death he was in, but I just know he was cold and different colors.
And the life was being drained out of him.
Yeah, literally in the back seat of the cop's car.
At any time did you or Smithy plead with the officers to take him to get medical?
No, I couldn't really focus on words because I was in so much pain, and then I was sitting there watching my friend just, go to heaven.
I feel you. And when you got to when you got to the jail, what happened next?
They pulled me out the car, and then they pulled Smithy out, and it was just a horrific scene, sir. And then they took me to the jail cell. they took me to the jail cell and told me what I was going to be charged with, and then I got my friend attorney, Mr. Samples, to come up there.
And did Mr. Samples speak to you then?
He had spoke to one of the officers, and got me released for time served, and so we were out in the foyer, kind of waiting to see what was going on with Smithy, to see if he was gonna make it or not, and then he pulled through, and he was out there requesting Mr. Samples to come speak with him too, to try and get him, you know, reparations or representation, and they kept telling him no. They told Smithy no, he couldn't have an attorney.
Wait, they denied him his right to see an attorney?
Yes.
Objection, I'll tell you fake news. We don't know what's going on there. You heard the other testimony said that the attorneys were there huge all the time. This is objection sustained. Miss Freeze, let's focus on this trial. I feel like you're taking me back to that forest. It's scary.
Corey, think of it a 50 bitties.
Objection to
I
your
love you.
objections.
Why
Force
is the
can't be
officer allowed to
scared.
give his... Why,
Mr. President,
permission to approach the bench.
No, you're not the attorney. Get out of my well.
Listen,
Get the
I want
heck
free
out of my
speech.
well. No one wants to see you
Sir.
up here. Philip,
Sir.
let's get my life. He kills cops.
Mr. Mitzi, please stay
ridiculous.
behind your desk.
Hey, I'm gonna ask he gets reprimanded. He says I kill cops.
Hey, he's a judge. He outranks me. I got you, Your Honor.
Why is the officer allowed to give
Hey,
his
you.
count?
All right, Miss Freeze, did you object?
I object to what, Your Honor?
Exactly. Nobody knows. Just people yelling stuff up in here. Let's sustain. Let's move on to questioning.
It's guilty, I'm telling you.
How long did it take for you to receive medical attention?
I honestly don't recall, but I felt like it was too long.
You did eventually receive it before being sent to MRPD.
I don't recall exactly when I got it. You know, like I was just traumatized, so I don't remember.
Okay. I think I have no further questions then.
Now I'm gonna get hammered.
All right, State. You're up. Get her done. Get her done here, chap.
Alright, sir. Before this date in question, were you a felon? Mr. Gudda?
I was waiting for my attorney to let him hear the question so he could object.
Well, I mean, I was already called, so if he's not paying attention, that's on him. Please answer the question.
Can you restate your question?
Yeah, are you a felon? Prior to this day in question, were you already a felon?
Objection, relevance.
I'm getting there. I need him to answer the question.
Overruled. Continue.
Objection, the witness is not on trial, Your Honor.
But he's making testimony.
He's
We're
making
gonna get.
testimony.
Can the judge not hear? I mean, I think so. Probably, maybe. Can you? We're gonna give you a short leash, Miss Bell. Don't go too far offline. I don't want to be back in that forest.
So we'll ask a third time. Are you a felon?
Yes, I am.
Are you legally authorized to carry a weapon in the state of San Andreas?
I am no longer authorized to carry a firearm.
Were you on this date in question?
I would have to refer to my charges and the charge
Okay,
dates.
I'll keep it short. You were not. You did not have a valid weapons license. So first you mentioned that you pulled a handgun in your testimony, and then you mentioned you pulled a rifle. So which of the two did you have?
I had both of them.
So you had two weapons, neither of which you were authorized to carry in San Andreas, correct?
You said I didn't have a weapons
That's
license.
great news. Thank you.
Your Honor, objection. She's badgering the witness.
Not badgering, just asking clarifying questions, sir.
Overruled. Continued question.
All right. So in your testimony, you mentioned that quote unquote book clubs are being violent in the state. Do you know what book they're reading that makes them violent? I'm confused about that statement.
If I had to guess, most of them are probably reading like How to Be a Gang 101 or How to Be a Gang for Dummies.
Oh, so are they gangs or are they book clubs?
Well, it depends. Like some people reference them as book clubs, other people know them as gangs. So it's just like I said them both because some people interpret things different.
Okay. So Officer Cooper is over there in the blue shirt. Would you say that is a visible police uniform?
I can see he's wearing a blue shirt and a tie.
Right, with a badge and belts and a
Oh, I can't see his
holster,
badge from here.
logos. All right, Officer Cooper, can you step forward a little bit so you can see better? I think your badge is missing.
He's not wearing a badge.
Yeah, I think his badge is missing. But the duty belts, the keys, the tie, the logos, would you say that's a visible police uniform?
I mean, I could probably, think of a few different employments he could be in. I mean, the badge really seals the deal, like identifying yourself as a police officer.
Miss Bell, I feel like I'm Boris. You need to get back on course or we're done with this.
Give me just one moment, Your Honor. Just need to look at what the...
Just want to look for a badge.
I dropped that.
Mr. Blueberry, please get out of my well. Get out of my well. Probably why you got shot at. Not listening. No listening in the courtroom.
Nothing. Actually, unless Mr. Trump has any, I believe he has questions.
Yes, I could probably ask a question or two. I always got some in the bank, if you know what I mean. Hello, Mr. Gudda, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Mr. Trump. How about yourselves?
Marvelous, I'll tell you. Whenever you take a picture, do you always say cheese?
No, I say me.
Me? Huge. I'll tell you, actually, did you see any officers get shot that day, I think, on the day in question?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I didn't know they were officers at the time, but now I do.
Yes, did you render aid to anybody who got shot?
I couldn't.
Did the defendant, Mr. Smithy, render aid to anybody that got shot?
He was unable to because he had been shot probably 70 times, so he was unable to perform first aid, which I'm sure he probably would have because he's an upstanding citizen.
Allegedly. Objection, Your Honor. That's not part of the question, Itch.
Miss Gudda, please just answer the questions asked. Don't take me into this forest. Everyone wants to go out walking in the forest. It's scary out here.
Itch, I love forests, especially like wintergreen ones. They smell so nice, I'll tell you. So, sir, I have to ask here, did you or Smithy here call for an ambulance? Did either one of you call for an ambulance or help for people who were shot on the scene?
We were unable to. Our phones had both been...
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained. Let's keep this going.
Okay, Itch, in your opinion, if somebody attempts to murder somebody else, what would you think the penalty should be for that person?
Objection, relevance.
It's a trial for attempted murder. I think, quite frankly, it's a valid question, Your Honor. It's not fake news, I can tell you that much.
Your Honor, the welcome to the family. The facts matter, Your Honor.
Counsel, I'd be happy to answer if you want me to.
Whoa, Mr. Gudda Cheese. As much as you're good on chips, it's not for you to talk out of line.
Slim Drakey, appreciate the 6 months, baby.
He's not a professional witness on any level of an expertise that we can use, so no opinions from him.
I just wanted to ask him a simple question. I think
Let me
I'm
answer
an
this,
expert,
bro.
quite
Let me
frankly,
answer this.
Probably the biggest expert of all. There's not many people who know as much as I do about a lot of things, and this is probably one of them. Mr. Gudda, I think, quite frankly, that this attempted murder charge should be life in prison forever and ever and always.
Counsel is not
And I think, quite frankly,
Mr. President,
would
you
you
need to ask
agree?
a question. No, you need to ask a question, not an opinion
I finished
based.
it with the question. I said, would he
I-
agree
I-
with my statement?
I see that you put a question mark at the end of that, but that's
It's
still
a
an
huge
opinion.
question mark.
Please move forward, Mr. President.
I'll move forward. I'll move this away. I'll tell you. And do you think that a life sentence in jail is an appropriate sentence for attempted murder?
I think a life sentence is pretty substantial, but in Smitty's case, I think it would be a self-defense case. You know what I'm saying? Because he got shot at.
Allegedly, I think that's objection, and yeah, huge. No further question.
Mr. President, you objected your own question.
I object to his answer. I think he's not qualified to draw that conclusion.
Well, you should have asked it, but we were striking it because he's not an attorney to have a legal statement that the cause court would listen to. So, Mr. Freesh, would you like to re-examine your witness?
No, Your Honor, you can step in.
Yay,
All
out
right,
of the
Mr.
floor.